Hi Scrappers, it's Alice Funk. I am going to show you today how to make the candy cane chain ring for around your page. I'm using a piece of red cardstock. You want to use cardstock because we're actually going to use the border maker cartridge as a punch. I'm going to pin my workstation so you can see it. And this is the border maker cartridge. I'm using the candy cane chain, and the chain means when you punch it out, it's going to actually break away from the edge of the paper. It's not going to just be a border on the edge of the paper. It's actually going to make a chain. But instead of making the candy cane straight across the paper, we're going to do it in a circle around the page. So what you want to do is use your jumbo circle template. You're going to put that down. I'm going to use the red blade on this. I'm just going to go around my jumbo circle. To the outside there. Now I have a giant circle. So you're going to put your candy cane or any chain border maker cartridge into the cartridge holder from the border maker system. Then what you're going to do is you're going to flip this upside down so you can see the edge of the paper going into the system, and you can see the red paper going in. I want to make sure that the red paper is behind all of those candy canes, and then I'm going to punch. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my candy canes over so that the edge of the blades in here is touching the edge of the last candy cane on the jumbo circle. So from where I just punched, I'm going to press it. I flip it over to drop out all those pieces, and then you're just going to move it along to the next section of your circle and just keep going around. Don't worry about any extra pieces being caught. That's something that we use our little scissors for. I am going to just keep going around the circle, connecting those candy canes, punching along the edge. You can see how it's coming out, coming around the edge of that circle. And then I will show you at the end how I use my scissors to kind of just snip off some of the little edges that look like they're on there. Don't feel you're doing it wrong. They're supposed to be there. It's okay. Like I said, once you take your scissors to it and trim up the little triangles that are left behind, and I will show you that in a minute. You probably can see them as I'm going around. It does make a mess because there's lots of little holes in those candy canes. All right, thank God for vacuums. Huh. Now, when you get to the end, there's this little piece left over. Just leave it. Rather than punch over the top of it, that's somewhere we're going to add a picture. So let me just move all this aside so you can see how my candy cane looks. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to snip off this end, toss away the middle. And now what you're going to do is you're going to go around the outside and just snip those little triangles, and I do like a little V in between so that it continues the curve of the actual candy cane and cuts off those little edges that happen to stay behind. It's between every two. It's okay. It's where you want them. And then you're just going to clean it up. It makes it real simple to clean up those candy canes. Clean up those little point edges on here. Whoops. And I'm just going to clean them, going around. So when I put this down on my piece of paper, I am going to have this one spot where the candy canes come together, and that's okay. Like I said, I can put a tag there. I can put a picture over it. There's always a spot. I don't have to put all my pictures in the center of this ring, and I will show you. It's real simple. It's a great place for a title, a journaling box, anything that overlaps it is just going to cover up that spot. Any imperfections on your ring, it's just going to be covered. I always cover them up with a picture. I used to say, put a sticker on it because nobody will see it under your sticker. So I have a piece of paper. I put my candy cane ring down, and I know this spot, I want to make sure I cover it. So I'm going to make sure that one spot, any spot that actually there's a spot here that didn't come out so great. So I'm just going to make sure I put a cover over top of it. So what I'm going to do is just take my photo mats, put them over top of it, and nobody will know it's there. Sometimes with photo mats, I might decide I want something a little bit smaller. Let's see, this way. So I might have one big one, and I might have two small ones. And that's how you create your candy cane chain. Pretty simple, pretty easy, and looks beautiful. So I hope you all create something. If you don't have the candy cane chain, use one of your other chain border maker cartridges and create away. Make sure you post your pictures because we'd all love to see them. Have a wonderful night.